Thanks for joining us again and welcome back to the Eddie Enan project. Ed is going to do another...
It's another Neural DSP plugin review.
Yeah.
This time we'll be trying out the Mesa Boogie suite.
Bloody marvellous. Let's get to it then, Ed.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the review section of today's episode. As we said at the intro, today I'll be reviewing another Neural DSP plugin. This time it's the Mesa Boogie suite, which I've just recently downloaded and installed. Haven't actually worked through it, so again we will be working through this together from fresh. So let's get to it and see how this thing sounds. Hopefully it'll be as good, well, no doubt it'll be as good as the Morgan and the Tone King that we've already done, but let's have a look, guys. So today we shall be using, again, the Telecaster. We'll use it on the variety of the different pickups, you know, we're treble, we're both together in the middle, and then our third position, which is neck, and hopefully you'll get to experience some of the tones that are available in this Mesa Boogie suite from Neural DSP. So let me turn around, guys, and get settled here to show you what we'll be doing. Right, so as you can see on the screen, guys, we've got the Mesa Boogie up here, and it comes up defaulted. I think there are, I'm not sure if you can change the skins on this one. You could change the window size, no. On the other ones you could change the skin, but doesn't appear you can on this. But you'll notice at the bottom, we'll start from the bottom here, we have a settings where you can set up for your interface, etc., and the input and outputs that you'll use, and then you have a tuner, which is, if I click on the tuner, there we are. If I play a note, you'll get some activation of it. There you are, you can see. So we actually will tune this thing up as we're going. Do that now. And you'll see that you guys can see the tuner in operation. So we have our low E and he's slightly flat, so we'll get, there we go, we're in tune there with that. The A we're in, D we're okay, G is slightly. G's okay, B, and our E. Right, there you go, guys. So that's the tuner. We'll just take that off now. Right, so let's look at this. I'll put this down for a second. Let's look at this. Excuse me, guys. Right, so across the top, it's pretty much going to be, I imagine, like the Morgan amp suite and the Tone King. So we'll come across the top. Again, the 5 icons that you see along the top here are the same in each of those plugins. We have the pre-effects here. Then we have the amp head section here. We have the cabs on the circle as with the rest of them. Then we've got an EQ section and the post effects at the end. Then the next row of controls we'll have from left to right are the input, your input, so that'll give you your input signal. Then we have a gate which defaults at minus 80 dB. You can obviously have it off if you want, take it all the way off. Counterclockwise that would be. Then you have a transpose dial here, which you can transpose up and down by 12 cents, or if you like 12 semitones. Then we have a mono and stereo button. Then we have an on-off switch which pertains to the doubler. And that comes in off by default, but he's got a default setting of 6 milliseconds. So we'll have a look at that in a minute when we get into the program. Then you have a save icon, obviously for saving your presets that you make, well, any presets that you, or indeed presets you make, or inbuilt presets that you change, you can save them. And then there's another icon, I would imagine, which is an import button. Then you have a search magnifying glass as normal for things when you want to search things. And then you have the output, and it's set defaulted at 0 dB. And basically that's it for regarding the controls and the plug-in out with the controls you have on the amp. And the amp, like the real thing, it has a volume 1, but it also has a treble booster. If you pull the switch out, it will boost the treble. And to pull the switch out, you just click on bright, and it pops. You can see the control changing there. That's it, popped out now. And if you press it back again, it returns it back into the bright switch off. Then you have a treble switch. Again, you have another pull function here, which is a shift. So imagine that's the frequency of treble that you can shift. Again, if you click on it, it pops out, press on it again, and it's back in. Then you have bass control, again with a pull, and if you click on that, it's a bass shift. And the middle control is just the middle control, there's nothing in there for that. Then we have a master 1, and you have a pull function on that again for the switch, and that's deep this time. Then you have a lead drive, and also a pull for lead, so that probably I would imagine would be your lead drive, set your channel up, and I'm thinking if you engage the pull function for the lead switch on the lead channel, it probably just gives you a bit more gain or maybe a bit more grit for your lead tone. And then you have a lead master, which is the last rotary control, and again we have a pull function on that, and it's for bright. Then we have the Mesa Boogie's noted 5-band EQ, which is from 60 Hz, 240 Hz, 750 Hz, then it's 2.2K and then 6K. And then you have the power switches for your, you have the first one is for the EQ, which is for your 5-band EQ. You can have an EQ auto or EQ out. And then you have your standby on and off and your power on and off. And that's your front panel with the front panel of the amp and everything else. And below we have the 2 amps. So the one that's highlighted in block white is the Mesa Boogie default that we've come up with here at the moment. If we click on the one to the right, it should come up with a brown head, I think. Yeah, there you are. Beige head. It comes up with a beige head. I'm not at this point entirely sure what the difference, because I've only downloaded, I haven't really looked into it yet, but there probably is a difference in model-wise between the black and the beige, although they do look set up very similar, all the same controls, the same pull functions, etc, etc. So you have that, so that's the 2 amps that you have in there, and then we have 4 cab configurations. The default one is the first one on the left, at the bottom of the left is a 412, I assume. I'm not sure what that's loaded with. The next one is another 412 by the looks of it, maybe loaded with different speakers. And then we have what looks like 2 212 cabs on top of each other. So we have that. If we look in the cab section of the central, if we have a look, this may give us an explanation of what's going on here. Yeah, well, you can see the difference in the cabs there. I'm sure in the documentation will tell you if both these cabs, they've got to be, I mean, the 2 412s, they wouldn't be the same. They wouldn't just change the cosmetic aesthetic look of it. There'll be an internal difference, and I'm imagining it's different 12s that are in there. And then if we go to the two 12s on top of each other, there you could see, and again, not sure what they'll be loaded with, but anyway, that's what we have, the 3 different cab situations, and as the rest of the other plugins that we've already looked at, you have all the functions in that, you know, from your positions, for the mic position, from the speaker, the distance, you have the mic level and the pan. You could, you know, they're all set defaulted at the moment in the center, but you can have them, you know, pan left or right, whatever. You can have a room, you can add a room level in if you like. That's deactivated at the moment. You activate it by the little switch above, so you can add some room into it if you want that. And you have the same on either side, apart from on the left we have the obligatory Dynamics 57, which is the stalwart Shure SM57, and then we have, that looks to me as a condenser. Yes, it's the AKG 414 condenser, which is another stalwart. So it's the cabs are by twin mic'd, and you can blend to suit yourself, change the positions, the distances, the amount of which mic gets priority, or you can have 50-50 or any balance you like. And obviously, as I say, you can add the room to each of them, and you can pan them left and right or whatever. But we will work with most of the stuff default at the moment, and we may just let you hear what some of the controls do to the texture of the sound by tweaking them a bit. But by and large, most of everything we're going to use is default stock settings as it comes. So let's grab this guitar again, and first of all, guys, we'll just we'll let you hear as it's coming to the as the plug-in loads up. We'll just let you hear the default setting, and whatever effects or pre-effects and post-effects are there. So let's have a listen, guys, and see how this thing sounds. On the treble pickup, we have this. So that's on the treble pickup. Position 2, both pickups together. Position 3, neck on its own. Right, guys, so I think what we'll do, we'll leave it on default just for a second, and we'll have a look into the pre and post, and let you hear what these things do. So yes, as you can see on the pre-effects, there's nothing activated at the moment, but we have a compressor, then we have an overdrive 1, overdrive 2, and then a chorus. So let's kick in the compressor first, and we'll have a listen to how this sounds. So this is us without the compressor. Now we'll activate the compressor by the foot switch, and then we have a little bit tighter, yeah. And then let's deactivate the compressor. Oh, this mouse is a bit jerky. And let's do the overdrive 1. Yeah, there's a little bit more saturation there. And then we'll try the overdrive number 2. Just very subtle, but then that's the settings that are in it. We won't go too much into this because these are all tweakable for your own preference, your own palette. We'll try the chorus on him now, and the chorus, he sounds a bit like this. Yeah, it's a very lush chorus, very lush chorus. So that's basically our pre-effects guys. On the end of the chain, we have two effects at the end, and we have a delay and a reverb. Engage the delay, and then we have next delay. Of course, we have a tap function mode where you see the light blinking. And let's try the reverb. Not sure again, as with the rest of the Neural DSPs, not sure what the reverb is based on, whether it's a spring or a plate or a hall or room or whatever, but let's have a listen. Yeah, nice reverb as well. All very usable. So, let's go back to the the main head. So let's try a few of the factory presets. I'm not sure, there might actually, I haven't checked, as I said, this is the first time I'm trying this out, so I'm assuming it's like the other Neural DSP plugins that I've tried. I'm assuming there's artist presets in here as well. So we'll click on the default and get the drop down menu as you see. We then have the top of the drop down menu, we have presets. So obviously there'll be nothing there. I mean, if you were to click on that, it wouldn't take you anywhere because you haven't got any presets saved for yourself yet anyway, but that will be activated really when you save your own presets. Then the next one done is to reset all, so that will reset everything in the plugin back to default mode. Oh yeah, so we do have an artist section, and we have the factory section below that. So let's have a look at the artist section first. I'm just looking through a few of the... not very many of these guys I recognise, to be honest with you guys. That's a bit sad saying that, and I do apologise to all you guys in the menu if I don't select one of your artist presets, because basically I don't really know who you are. I'm ashamed to say I don't know who you are, and I'm being honest on that. So I do know of Jack Gardner, so we'll try some of Jack's. So the first one I'm going to try is the very first one in the Jack Gardner artistry selection. The first one is Andy Timmonish. I think that speaks for itself. It's obviously it's a sound based on Andy Timmons' tone. Let's bring the volume up on the guitar and we'll find out whether it's one of his driven lead tones or if it's a nice ambient clean sound that he's known for. And it goes like this. Let's try it on the middle pickup, the middle selection, both pickups together. Yeah, it's one of his ambient patches. Very nice, very nice. We'll stay on Jack's artist bundle at the moment. Mouse is a little bit fiddly. Let's try the third one down, which is Jack Gardner's own lead. So it's Jack Gardner's lead, and let's have a listen to that. It's a nice tone actually. It's not too driven, just a little bit of break up, but yeah, it's fairly clean to break up. Nice tone from it. I think we'll try one more from Jack. And I think this time, actually, we'll try this modern lead that Jack's composed. Let's have a listen to that. Again, nice tone. And I did spot one there. We'll try this. This has piqued my interest. Back to Jack, and I've do the last one in his presets, and it's a thing called, oh, it hasn't activated. Sorry guys, this mouse is playing up a little bit with me. This is called Prince Purple. I think that's self-explanatory. It looks as if it's, you know, it's Prince from Purple Rain. Again, it's probably clean, so we'll keep it in the middle position, both pickups together, and it sounds... Very nice. Actually quite quiet compared to the other presets. But anyway, let's go from there. I'm now going to just jump straight into the factory presets, because as I say, I'm not really familiar with any of the other guys, so I can't really tell whether whatever the preset would be in here would be reminiscent of what they do. So I won't judge on that. I'm now going to try a factory preset. It's called Chimey Strat. Let's have a listen to that. It's very quiet, but it's good tone, good tone. Obviously, it's probably been dialed in for a Strat, but we used a telly, but you get the idea. Let's try the one, I believe, the one below it. I want to try... let's try this classic lead. Yeah, it's very creamy, very creamy. And then you wouldn't expect anything different from the Mesa Boogie style amp. We're now going to try, I think we'll try the one below, which is a Clean Cave. I mean, probably swamped in reverb or something here, but it will sound a bit like this, again in the middle position, both pickups together. Yeah, again, nice tone. Then I think we shall be looking now at, let's try a double lead. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this kicks in the doubler, so we'll have an idea how the doubler actually sounds now. Yeah, very nice. I think we'll try one more, guys, and I'm just having a, sorry for the delay here, but I'm just having a look through. I'm going to look at plus clean. And let's try it again. In the middle position, both pickups together.
Ed, I thought that was marvellous. Now, a guitarist I used to work with, right, had a Mesa Boogie himself.
Mesa Boogie,
yeah. And I can remember how it sounded, because it's got its own tonal qualities, isn't it, Ed?
Oh, it has. I mean, I worked with, in the past, I worked with, I used to get jealous because a couple of guys I did work with had Mesa Boogies. And I always wanted one, but I've got to be honest, at that time I could never afford one because they were really expensive. I mean, they're still expensive. They're still expensive. But you're talking about the hierarchy of amplification.
You are, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're great. But it's like you said, they can't really cover everything, but they are more geared towards a certain thing. And in this modern era now, most of the metal players, you know, the metal, all the thingy, they're all primarily using heavy gain stuff like the Mesa Boogies or Engels or things like that. But Mesa Boogie's still right up there. But more in the metal domain.
I would like to know, Ed, you've got the floor unit now.
Yeah.
Right, you've got the emulation of the floor unit. What is it?
I've got the
Helix, yeah. And you've got all the other plugins, but these set of plugins that you've been showing, to me, sound the best. What are you going to do with the rest of them?
You can't sell them on or anything like that.
No.
Obviously, you can't sell them on or but I won't just get rid of them. I mean, I'll keep them, because you never know, there might be a specific sound that one of the plugins has got that these other ones don't. So
because they cover most things. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
They seem to have got it covered, haven't they?
They do.
And it's so realistic.
Especially the two cleaner amps.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we did a review quite a few months back on the Black Star St James plugin, and that was incredible when we tried it straight.
Yeah.
After the download, it was like, oh God, that's it.
It was. You played a couple of chords, and I said, Ed, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. So we've got. I mean, I've got the Helix floor unit. I've got the Helix Native. I've got the Tonex. I've got Amplitude 5. I've got the Milkman Creamer.
I know.
I've got the St James Black Star St James plugins.
And I think you'll be using these more than anything.
I think I'll probably be using these at least 75 to 80% of the time. There might be the odd one where I think, you know, I just can't get that, but I know that one of my Helix's presets does it, or Milkman Creamer, or the St James, or a Tonex. Something else might.
It's nice to have a choice.
Well, you've got everything there. There isn't a sound in.
And with this new PC, with the i9, you saying that you don't.
Oh, there's no latency.
There's no latency.
I mean, you've got your buffer size down to 32 samples.
Yeah.
I mean, that is negligible in the latency world. And I mean, when you hit the note, it's there. There is. So.
And that was always a big problem for you, wasn't it, Ed? Latency with your guitar.
Yeah, I mean, some people say they get on with it. I think get on with it is great.
Right. This is a special episode as well, because 5,000 subscribers, Ed. 5,000.
5,000. It's remarkable. It is. What I mean, really, and 53,500 channel views.
I know. See you next week, guys.
Sayonara.